All right, mic check. Although these days, this new microphone I've got, not much to test, just works beautifully. Although now that I said that, maybe I jinxed myself. But let me know if the mic's working all right in the chat. Hi to everyone. Thanks for your nice comments. I'm reading the chat right now, muting my mic, but I'm going to be on camera in about less than a minute. I can't believe that I'm a almost 50-year-old man who opens my live streams by blowing a train whistle, but that's what it is. Hi everyone, good morning, happy Friday on the coding train, powered by the sun. I mean, there's a lot of other services and things that are running this operation I've got going here, but right here in my garage, solar panels above me. Let me check, let me see if I might still be. I was drawing a lot of power with all this equipment, and I was still pulling power from the grid. But let's see if we're fully so. Oh, I know. Got to turn these electric heaters off. Yeah, I'm currently pulling. Sort of just walk out of the camera there, but there we go. Yes, wow, those electric heaters draw a ton of power. A ton of power. So I am now. Fully running everything off the solar power, sending about 6.4 kilowatts back to the grid. You're welcome, New York State. Hi, this is probably not what you tuned in for. So here I am. This is actually going to be the last live stream for a couple weeks. I'm doing some traveling. I am also planning to do some upgrades. Now that the solar project is done, I will be doing some upgrades in the studio, some additional soundproofing and fixing up of things. So I've got to like move everything out. Adding a wall basically, and then moving everything back in. So that's going to take a couple weeks, and I will be back with live streams again later in March. Let me say hello to some folks in the chat. Hello. Oh, Unicorn Coder says, I was doing some Star Trek NLP. I don't know what that is, but that sounds awesome. I mean, I know what NLP is. I know what Star Trek is. So I could probably figure that out. But OK, not now attempted to use the exclamation point uptime command. And that's one thing that I need to figure out and do at some point, which is to add a bunch of these chat commands. Also, why am I not seeing here? The activity feed is there. OK. Well, let's see. I have a list of things that I'm planning to do today. Let me turn this heater off. It's pretty cold today, but I like to have my sound. Actually, I could leave the heaters running while I'm not recording to disk, although I should probably just set it to record to disk because I always forget to record to disk. You all know the drill. I'm going to now go over my list of things to work on during today's stream. Pie in the Sky is the name of a game that my daughter and my niece have sort of co-invented that I will be making for Pi Day. So I'm going to work on that P5JS little simple game for Pi Day, unless somebody has a better idea for a Pi Day topic in the next 10 minutes or so. Thank you, Need Dose, for your nice comment about loving my tutorials. I appreciate that very much. I have a new YouTube video. If you've tuned into any of my recent live streams, this is not news to you. I have a new YouTube video coming out about the Mandelbulb fractal. And at the end of that video, I will propose some next steps, and I would like to create some visual demonstrations of some of those next steps. So that is next on my list. I am also obsessed with sign distance functions and ray marching. And I have an idea for how to turn that into a video coding challenge. I don't think that I can execute that today, but I could do a little work in investigating. I found a tutorial that I would very much like to go through and kind of make my own non-shader version of it, and then come back to shaders perhaps. I don't have a ton of like Coding Train news or announcements, but stay tuned. Like if you're not in the Discord, please join the Discord, thecodingtrain.com/discord. Simon's telling me about the very first Pi Day video I did. Yes, good point. I'm not sure if today is the day for me to go back and revisit that, but I hear you. What was I talking about? The surveys. So while I'm going to be away and doing some traveling, it's a good time to take a moment and survey the Coding Train community and audience. There are new things coming up. There's a whole new website. Oh, it's in progress. It's going to happen. It's going to happen soon. So I have a whole survey to ask the audience or the viewers or the people, the community about content, platforms, various things related to the Coding Train, things you'd like to see in the future, feedback. Katie, who runs the Coding Train social media, has been working on that survey. So she will be posting that to the Coding Train Twitter and Instagram and Discord and all of that probably sometime next week. So be on the lookout for that. I would love to get your feedback. And there's also an email contact information that'll be with that if you have specific questions or feedback you want to send in. You can always send stuff to me, Daniel@thecodingtrain.com. Okay. I'm looking at the chat. Yeah, me I am so me is just being our bot today. It's probably really simple. Like I just go into the Nightbot configuration panel and like put stuff in. I should do that. So that's also on my list is one is I want to update the wheel of ideas because I've been collecting new things to add to it. I should spin it for the next, I'm taking a pause from the wheel for Pi Day because I got to do something Pi themed. Delicious pie. I would like to just take some time to do stream maintenance. For example, I wrote down emotes, being the old that I am. At least I can read my handwriting with my progressive glasses, but I need to figure out like what Coding Train emotes am I offering. I want to put some more overlays on the stream, work with the Twitch API, and the chat commands with the Nightbot and all of that stuff. I got to get that going. Probably not going to happen today, but it's on my list. And then, but higher priority than that. Oh, no, maybe I mentioned this. Yeah, I mentioned this already. I have my list of the Mandelbulb variations. Okay. BTB33 says, I like a good survey. Me too. I'm glad to hear that. Uvota says, hello. I like the casual nature of Twitch. I mean, really, is there any difference between streaming on Twitch and YouTube? Only in my mind. But something about streaming on Twitch I'm finding to be quite enjoyable today. Kundinai D says, oh, me, I am so me. You have done something amazing. You have successfully executed a command that adds a command. That is the most beautiful thing ever. All right, let me answer some of these questions before I get going. An innocent question: how do you generate income? It's great question. So I am in an interesting, unique position, I would say, in that even though I am spending a lot of time this month, I probably spent more time this month than any recent month in years, focusing on being a content creator. Someday somebody will come up with a better term than that. Experimenting with streaming on Twitch and YouTube and putting out videos. It is not the income that sustains me. So I have a full-time job as a teacher at New York University, and I happen to have a sabbatical because I have worked there for 100 years. And I applied for a sabbatical to do research. My research is this. Welcome to my research. Also the Nature of Code book that I'm working on and some other stuff. But the Coding Train stuff does actually generate income. You can subscribe on Twitch. You can join as a member on YouTube. There are ads on videos. There's a Patreon. Various other, I do have sponsors that I've been having for live streams on YouTube. I haven't been doing that on Twitch. So there is a base set of income. I'm not really doing the best job at accounting, like what that ultimately is. But mostly what I'm doing is feeding that back into the channel in terms of buying a new microphone, hiring people to run social media, building a new website, those kinds of things. So at present, the Coding Train is like, I'm happy if it's a break-even kind of business at this point. Although, you know, in a dreamland, I could foresee a future where it is more something that I am able to invest more time and derive more revenue from. The value that I get from this that I love is the community here. And so, you know, there are financial implications and kind of practical considerations that I have to take into account. But at present, it is not my primary source of income. It'll be interesting to see what happens when I go back to teaching, because that balancing act has always been tricky, and I've been able to do both. But recently it's been harder, and now it's a little bit easier because I'm on sabbatical. Anyway, this is way too much. I'm sorry to ramble on and on about this, but I hope you find seeing this. Thank you, Ninja Betch. Okay, this is absolutely beautiful. Mwah. Thank you to BTB331 for blessing us with this wonderful dad joke. How many mathematicians does it take to change a Mandelbulb 3.14? Although I think, you know, we got to workshop this a bit more, because while we're making a nice tie-in between a bulb and mathematicians and pi, I don't know, is pi really part of the Mandelbulb formula? We might need to work on that. But far be it from me to critique this amazing, wonderful little math joke. Dr. Javasaurus. Okay, first of all, Dr. Javasaurus, that is awesome, your name. And you have just joined or subscribed or done something on Twitch, which I think actually relates to this whole thing I was talking about with revenue and income and all of that. And content creator me wants to say thank you and ring the bell. You've won with your subscription. Nothing, just nothing. And thank you. Thank you. Although I will send you some stickers. So make sure you link up with the Discord and the forum for the members and the subscribers and the GitHub sponsors and the patrons and all that jazz. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it's getting cold in here again. You know what I'm going to do? I am not recording to disk yet, which is a tragedy because, I mean, I will export this. If you're wondering, where could I watch? I'm enjoying what I'm watching so much right now. I would like to watch it again, over and over and over. There is a YouTube channel. Well, there is the Coding Train YouTube channel, but there is a YouTube channel called Coding Train Twitch Archive, which I will export this over to. I'm going to turn the heaters on, or at least this one that's under my feet. It's going to draw a lot of power, but it is it's 25 degrees Fahrenheit outside. And it lowers the quality of sound by having all these fans running, electric fans for the electric heaters, but it'll keep things a little warmer. And then when I go into the coding challenge portion of the session, I will turn them off. Okay. All right. Let's see. What can I... Simon asks, if someone gifts a sub, who gets the reward? I'm gonna have to think about that. Let's discuss that in the Discord later. I would like to do whatever is best. I have a feeling, though, I might not be able to give it to, well, I don't know. We'll figure that out. Hello to Italy. Okay. So I think I should get going here. I think I should do the pie in the sky coding challenge. So let me give you a little background here. Most years on the coding train, since I can remember, I like to do either a live stream or a recorded coding challenge video to celebrate Pi Day, which is March 14th, 3.14. And I always struggle to think of something, and usually I just find something else that somebody did and make my own version of it. Hopefully providing generous credit and thank you to that original creator. I haven't been able to come up with anything. And I was discussing this with my kids and my niece, and now I'm having trouble remembering who came up with which idea when. But we had the idea. The idea came up of, let's just make something fun and silly and simple. And one of the things that I do hear from viewers is you should make more beginner-friendly videos, like coding challenge, like the snake game, the purple rain coding challenge. These ones from days of yore were really like, you could almost never have coded before, watch them follow along and learn to code just from that one video. And that's, to me, is very powerful. I mean, obviously it's not going to tell you the full story of everything you could ever possibly know about computer science and coding and web development and computer graphics. But so I think I would like to try to do that. And let me pull over, pulling this car over right now, kids. Let me go to, I'm just curious, what am I going to find if I go to this very out-of-date website called Learning Processing? Oh, are you ready for story time? I don't have like a... Hi, it's story time on the coding train. I feel like I need like a Masterpiece Theater kind of more vibe for story time, but once upon a time, oh, it was the year 2008-ish, 7, 6, I couldn't possibly remember. I was a young creative coder writing web pages in HTML about how to program in processing. And somebody asked me, oh, you should put those into a book. And I said, oh, no. Oh, no, I couldn't possibly. Oh my goodness, I couldn't possibly be the author of a book. No! Oh, if you insist. I think that's how it went. And yeah. So what was I talking about? Aha, yes, learning processing. That soon eventually became the Learning Processing book, published by Morgan Kaufman, who I think is owned by Elsevier. And I'm sure they're all wonderful, good-hearted people who work at these companies and produce lots of good books. But let me tell you something, that was a very unpleasant experience. Yeah, I'm just not a fan for the way that I'd like to do things and create stuff in working with sort of like large-scale kind of medieval publishing engines. So anyway, but this book did come out. The problem is I've never really been able to, there is a second edition to it, and I really wanted to like make a sort of P5 version of it and publish it online. And I can't. I'm waiting for copyright to run out. I think after 35 years, I can get the rights back. Anyway, in this book, let's see if I go to examples. I believe it is the Rain Catcher game. The Rain Catcher game is one of the examples in the book. It sort of brings together everything from learning to code. And I'm sorry that I'm not looking at the chat right now. I missed a gift sub or two. Okay. How am I supposed to do it all? Talk, tell stories, play sound effects, make sure like the streaming is green, the solar power is running, read the chat, thank all the people. You've just gifted some subscriptions to the Coding Train. I don't know what to do about that. Somebody's going to receive them. They're going to say thank you, I hope, because the polite thing to do when you've been gifted a subscription is say thank you. You should send a note, a little handwritten note, a little letter, put it in the mail. Thank you. I have to wait till the sound ends. Anyway, independently, my niece was like, you should make a game called Pie in the Sky. You know those games where you're like running around and you're having to catch stuff? You're having to catch pies. And then I think I thought, oh, they could be like the digits of pi raining down, or just like lots of numbers. And you have to catch them in order. Like first you have to catch a 3, then a 1, then a 4. You have to catch them in the order of the digits of pi. And then I thought, oh, they're not even digits of pi. I'm going to have to repeat all this because I'm about to record this as a coding challenge, and I didn't start recording the disk. But then I thought, oh, they could be like little pie. They could be like pies with a certain number of slices in them. So anyway, this is the idea. I should stop. So that's what I'm thinking. That's going to be the Pi Day coding challenge. What do you all think of that? Before I get started, I'm going to take a minute to see if you have any comments or thoughts or a better idea for something Pi Day. Prime sub, automate all the things. Rehab this. Thank you for subscribing with Prime. Oh my goodness. Kebabskal is, we're being raided! Siren alert! Ah. Okay, wait. There's a raid. They're coming. The Kebabskal is coming. Hi Kebabskal. I'm about to do a coding challenge to make a game for Pi Day. Please, be kind. Join us, all aboard. I love the Twitch. It's the greatest place on earth. All right, that I need a new bit for when people raid. That really didn't go very well. So Sanzauka says, love that, but do we have to remember the decimals? No, I think it should show you the digits of pi, and you can follow along. Like it's going to tell you, maybe it'll highlight it. I think it would be unrealistic that would be an interesting, that could be hard mode. Hard mode is like you don't get to see the digits of pi, so only if you've memorized them. So, been streaming for 9 hours. That is quite unbelievable. Very much, take care of yourself, please. Whew. Boy, this Twitch place is really just a happy land of fun times. All right. So I'm going to get into that. I don't see any speak. If you have any objections to this idea for Pi Day, speak now or forever hold your peace. Might I drop a wish list link to the project? Sure. I don't know what that means, but please drop your wish list link. I happily accept whatever that is. 3.14159. Yeah, I think the link won't show. I think I have links blocked. So I don't know. Somebody will help you in the chat. To one of my wonderful moderators, like me, I am so me. Very good, Simon. Okay. Forever hold your piece of pie. You need to share the link in Discord. Yeah. All right. So let me get started. I'm going to hit record to disk. So I am now recording to disk, which I should have been earlier, but that's okay. Here's a question. Do I want to include, well, let's figure out, I'm going to want to use the whiteboard, which is still showing some drawing stuff from the Mandelbulb. Ooh, probably, how's this whiteboard looking today? Looks pretty good. I think I could probably get some water to clean it a little better. I have this new wireless mic, which very much extends quite far, the range. So I think hopefully that works. What time is it? 10:55. We're doing pretty well. Since when did I ever start coding within 30 minutes? Although I haven't actually started coding yet, so that may or may not happen. Just cleaning the whiteboard. This is like one of the most relaxing and enjoyable things I could ever possibly do. Okay. Is there some kind of like pi version of the game Wordle? You could play Pidle, where you have to like guess a sequence of 5 digits in pi. That's really just going to be any sequence of 5 digits, and it's basically just mastermind. So that's a ridiculous idea, but kind of interesting nonetheless. All right, coming back, let me check the chat. So I should let everybody know that once I get into the groove of starting this project, then I probably won't be looking at the chat. Dordle. So I've gone off the rails here. I've been playing Wordle, Worldle, Nerdle, Quirtle, Setacordle, but I don't know about Dordle, and I see that Bruno says that they have made Dungelon, so that I'm fascinated to hear about. Oyasodle, too many variations. That would be. I should probably do one as a coding challenge. I don't know. Maybe it's a little too clickbaity, but would be fun. All right. So now, I think I'll do this in P5.js. We're going to call this Pie in the Sky. And that feels like, let me just get kind of set up here with the right amount of space. So actually I want to do this so I can see the full canvas, the full code. What, again, I don't know why, I think 28 is fine. And it should stand as, Mathieu always tells me stand as far over as you can in terms of having the maximum amount of space. All right. Dordle is just 2 Wordles. Okay. You haven't lived until you've played Setacordle. Is it called Seta? I don't even remember. Setacordle, which is like 16 Wordles at once. Okay. I feel so alive playing Setacordle. All right. Whoop. Ah! I'm tripping over a light. I'm turning, now it's like really warm in here, so I'm turning the heaters off. So, all right. This has got to happen today. It's got to happen now. I'm just going to check my phone to make sure there are no critical emergency messages that I need to deal with. And then I can put my Do Not Disturb on. Okay, wait, I didn't see this. Chris Sears. I don't know which came first, the pie or the I. How many mathematicians does it take to change a Mandelbulb? I don't know. And then, as if that wasn't enough, follows up and says, sorry for the complex dad joke. I'm way too easily amused. Okay. Let's see here. The other joke came first. Okay, good to know. All right, here we go, everybody. So one thing I just want to do, if you'll also indulge me, is let me just remember Pi Day. What did I do last year? What did I do last year for Pi Day? Ugh. Was it the coprimes? Yeah. Just want to remember this song because I want to use it again. That's right. I'm here, standing on platform 3.14. The pie train is rolling into the station, full of delicious pies, and I'm here to celebrate Pie Day. All right, I think I'll use the song again, because, why not? And okay. All right. I'm now going to take a break from looking at the chat for a little bit. Any big important, I need to make sure though that I have the record to disk view here in my monitor. I am able to see both the Twitch chat and the YouTube, and the Discord member chat over here on my monitor. So if anything goes horribly wrong, like the audio cuts out, the stream cuts out, toss some siren emojis into the Discord member chat, and I will keep an eye on that. I will keep the corner of my eye out on that. Everything good with sound and camera image and focus and all of that? What am I hearing still? Yes. One more heater, now off. And it is time to celebrate Pi Day in advance. You are the lucky viewers to participate. I mean, who knows? Maybe this will never see the light of day. But I'm gonna give this a go. All right. Okay, I think I'm good. It's Pi Day. Okay. Oh no, I don't have a I have a whiteboard marker. And I am recording, and I can begin. So the video starts 3.141, and then I come in, I say, whatever. Happy Pi Day, coding train passengers, viewers, people of the internet. Happy Pi Day, coding train passengers. Oh, you know what? But I've been hearing from you, the people on the train. You should go back and do some more of those simple, fun. We've boarded the train. We're moving. I would like to make a commitment to you right now, the viewers of this live stream. I'm not going to just keep stopping and starting. I always say that I'm not, and then I do, but I am saying to myself that I will not. So I will not. Editing, it's going to be fine. Happy Pi Day, coding train passengers. Let's get on the train. It's going to take us somewhere. Okay. That was my absolute last time. I promise. It's getting hot in here. It's 25 degrees outside. It's got to cool down now that I turned all the heaters off. But I'm like verklempt and a little sweaty, if I'm being perfectly honest. Happy Pi Day, coding train passengers. Welcome aboard. Yeah, I like that take. That was good. I've been hearing from you, and I'm often hearing, oh, I miss those old simple coding challenge. It's okay. It's all right. It's fine. I've heard you in the comments. I've heard you say, oh, I miss those old simple coding challenges like this snake game and Purple Rain. When will you do another one of those? And I'm here to tell you that today, Pi Day, I want to make a game with the digits of pi. It's going to be a basic beginner-friendly tutorial. You can make your own version of it. I hope you will make your own version. And the world will be filled of beautiful, delicious pies that you can play and JavaScript in the browser, or make a pie. Go make a pie. It'll be delicious. Serve it to your friends and families and loved ones. They will love to eat it. I won't be able to eat it, but I know I will feel in my heart that I am feeling your pie that you made. Yeah, that was good. That was definitely not staying in. Oh, yeah. That was like, mwah. Oh, boy. Boy, am I quite the improvisational nonsense speaker. All right, fine. That's fine. And then the song starts. And then I'm going to go over to the whiteboard. Where's that button? There it is. Oh, beep, 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 beep. That was a Discord message. Why is, you know what I've got to do? Just hold on. I'm going to quit Discord on my laptop because it makes sounds. Okay. Oh, I remember. I think it was like, I'm trying to recreate my story time thing, which really has no place in this video whatsoever, but it's fine. Just in case. Oh, I remember many, many years ago. Let's see. I got it. I'm gonna redo my little. This is good. My little shtick. I got it. Oh, I remember. Oh, I remember many, many years ago. I was just learning. Oh, it was many, many years ago when I was just beginning to teach processing, and I was writing up these tutorials. Okay, I get what. Yeah, we're going to get to the coding, I swear. We're going to get to the coding. Oh, it was many years ago, 2007-ish perhaps. I was writing some tutorials about how to program in processing in the old HTML and publishing them on the internet. This is really, I don't need to reference the learning processing thing. It's all right. We're going to give the editors, we're going to have a lot of time. We got 10 days. It's March 4th already? Are you kidding me? Whew. Yeah, probably not going to put this in, but all right. It's too bad I really can't see the chat. I don't see any sirens though, so that's a good sign. Let me tell you a story. Oh, it was many years ago, in the 2000s, when I was first writing up some tutorials about processing, in HTML, and uploading them through FTP to the internet. When someone came to me and said, why don't you put these tutorials into a book? And I said, no, no, I couldn't possibly, no, I couldn't possibly, okay, if you insist. That book was called Learning Processing, and you could buy it today, but I don't suggest you do because, I don't know, maybe it's a little too out of date. But that book, at the end of chapter, 6, after all the fundamental basics of programming are covered, variables, conditionals, loops, functions, objects, arrays. Variables, conditionals, loops, functions, objects, arrays. Variables, conditionals, loops, function, objects, arrays. Variables, conditionals, loops, functions, objects, arrays. I present variables, conditionals, loops, functions, objects, arrays. I forgot what I was doing. Variables, conditionals, loops, functions, objects, arrays. I bring all those things together in a project, in a game, the Rain Catcher game. Well, today I'm here to present to you a version of that game that I hereby declare, oh, my thing fell down. that blocks the glare on the whiteboard. Okay, hold on. Time out. Time out. I don't think I'm going to use any of this in the video, but we'll see. Where is my tape? It was chapter 10. Oh my God, I'm way off. Chapter 10? How did I fit 10 chapters in there? But Simon, you are a walking encyclopedia of learning, processing, coding train history. Okay, hold on. I don't know if you can see this, but do you see the glare on the whiteboard? No glare. Glare. Although it is sort of nice to have that sunlight. But so I have this big piece of cardboard that's literally taped in front of the window. The tape doesn't really hold, so I'm constantly having to retape it. I didn't notice it till now. So I apologize for this little interlude, little tape ASMR for you. I hope you're enjoying that. Stay up there, please. Okay, come on, you can do it. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Okay, no, don't fall. Okay, it's okay. Sorry, I don't have a camera everywhere in this garage, which is a good thing, because, oh, my God. I am so incompetent. Okay, wait. Well, what if I just prop it up? Okay, hold on. This is going to do the job. Everybody, everything's going to be fine in just about 30 seconds. Count with me. Count to 30. Oh my God, I am really, really losing it. Oh, what am I stepping on? Okay. Oh, it's not covering the window. There's going to be a little bit of glare. Okay. I have to stay calm. If anybody is actually still watching this stream, I'll be totally shocked. How to lose all your viewers all at once. Okay. All right, that's a good amount of tape. I think it'll last for the next couple hours. Okay, I'm coming back to you all. Just one more piece of tape. Allow me that. Allow me one more piece of tape. What? Okay, that's just going to have to do. Whew. That was rough. Some rough stuff there. Okay, where did I put I'm back. Where did I put the marker? Ah, here it is. Okay. 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 I have no idea what I was talking about last, so good luck making this feel like it's continuity. Here is the game. I mean, well, how else am I supposed to? I don't remember does anybody remember what I was saying last? No, I don't. Look at the chat. All right. Bad things happening. The sun, cameraman following you everywhere. Curtains. Yeah. Curtains. That curtains. Why didn't I think of that? You're also smart. Okay. Here are the elements of the game. Did I say the game is called Pie in the Sky already? Does anybody remember? I could go back and watch. I am recording this. Something, objects arrays, right? Loops, logic arrays, putting it all together, yes. Okay. Got it, thank you. And all those things were put together into a game known as the Rain Catcher game. I think this is what I was saying already. And all those things were put together in a game known as the Rain Catcher game. Well, I am here today to present to you the game Pie in the Sky. The idea here is that's a plate. And there are pies falling from the sky. The player must move the plate to catch the pies. Aha! But there's a catch. The pies have a certain number of slices. 3 slices. 9 slices. 4 slices. I don't know, somebody's eating all the pie. And you, as the player, must catch pies in the correct order. You must catch a pie with 3 slices, then 1, then 4, then 1, then 5, then 9. And if you don't, I don't know, you lose points. If you do, you gain points. This is the basic idea. There's some weird stuff going on here. For example, if this is a plate, why am I catching the pies? They're coming down perpendicular to the plate. Aren't they going to get squashed? And what if I want to eat the pie? There's a lot of inconsistencies and there's a lot of illogical things going on. There's a lot of narrative problems here. But my hope is that I can build this game, create the core mechanic, and you, the viewer, did I already say we're going to fill the world with wonderful... Did I say that like earlier when I was saying, or did I actually say that in my introduction? I don't know. It's fine. And I think that even if you've never programmed before, I think you might be able to follow this. And that's probably not true. I shouldn't say that. It's not true. All right. Let's go make this game. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, my computer powered down. Okay. 3 slices, more like 4 slices. I'm just enjoying the chat. Okay. So I'm not dividing the pie. Yes, Simon, this is a good question. I realize I didn't make this clear. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to divide the pie into slices. It's going to be basically like a pie that could have a maximum of 9 slices. And I'm just going to, and 9 is a weird number for slices of pie because you would, if you were going to cut it across, you would get 8. But anyway, it'll just be empty. It'll be an empty pie. Let's start with the plate. So all I need to keep track of the plate is its X location. Oh. Pizza pie. Let's start with the plate. All right, actually. So here we are. In my happy place. So here we are in my happy place, the P5JS web editor. Going to make this game in P5JS, in JavaScript, in the browser, all for your viewing pleasure. Okay. I don't think I'm going to re-explain P5 every single time in every video, but so here we are in my happy place, but I like to spend Pi Day in the P5JS web editor. And the first thing I need to add is the plate. And the plate, I'm just going to place it where the mouse is. At the bottom of the canvas. The rect function draws a rectangle with an xy location and a width and a height. So I would like the plate to be centered on the mouse. And there we go. There's my plate. Let's fix. And there's my beautiful, beautiful plate. Change the background to 0, and we're starting the game. Now we need to have our falling pies. I don't know why I'm pausing so much. Yeah, so I just want to address this comment. So 2001 Hearn writes, I mean this in the best way, but I'm always amazed at the amount of polishing that happens before these go up on YouTube. The streams are awesome, but I never quite realized how much got cut in the process. So this is something of a new phenomenon in the sense that most of those coding challenges were literally just me making them and then cutting out the very, very little. And I think I've gotten a little bit stuck in my own head, and I'm spending too much time thinking about the version that will go up on YouTube and stopping and starting. So anyway, maybe this process is fine, and it just sort of is what it is right now, but I would like them to be just more continuous. So let me try to get that going now. Next up, I want to add the falling pies. Pie. Next up, I want to add the falling pies. I think to do that, I'm going to want to make a pie class and an array of pie objects. So the idea of a class is a template for making an object, a thing that's going to exist in the world of my program. It has a constructor function that initializes a set of variables or properties that belong to that particular object. So I could create a variable called pi, set it equal to a new pi object. Oh, and I forgot. I always forget. If I'm creating a new JavaScript file with more code, I need to make sure my HTML file references that. Whoops. Stop auto-refreshing. Why is that underlined there? Oh, because it probably was like an error. What is going on? Why does this happen? Can anyone explain to me what's going on with all these weird extra, did I turn on Grammarly or something? I mean, I don't even have that installed. Okay, is this saved? Let's try refreshing the page. Okay, it's gone. I don't know what key command I triggered to make that happen. So once I've created the pi object, maybe I want to draw it on the canvas. I can go to the pi class, the template for that pi object, and add a function that draws it. And if I call that function show, then all I need to do is say show. Then all I need to do is call show on the pi variable. Now I have both my plate and my pie. Plate and my pie. Now perhaps I would like the pie to fall. So to do that, I need to increase its y value. Now next, I would like the pie to fall. To do that, Next, I would like the pie to fall from the sky. To do that, I'm going to increase its y value every time through draw, adding another function to the pie class called update. And increasing the value of y by 1 every time update is called. And there falls the pie. Come on. I missed it. Ah! What am I doing next? I'm going to try to catch it this time. So clearly I need some mechanism by which I check whether So clearly I need some mechanism by which I compare the pie's location to the plate's location when it reaches the bottom of the window. I'm kind of feeling like I want to make a plate object. Maybe it's a little bit much for what I'm doing here, but it's going to make me feel so much better to have a plate object instead of just this mouse X rectangle. So the plate needs an x position, which is variable, a width, which is how big is it, and then its height and its y position are locked to the bottom of the canvas, although that is something that potentially you could also experiment with. Now I can create my plate object. With an initial x location and width. With an initial x location and width. And I've forgotten to add it to index.html again. Why P5? Why are you doing this to me? I really love the auto refresh button, but sometimes when it tries to auto refresh while you're typing between different things, it goes crazy. Why is it doing that again? No, don't lose my code. Now I should be able to replace this rectangle with the plate show function. Oh no, it's happened. I can't believe it. I thought maybe I might make it through this video, but there's just really there wasn't any chance of it. You know what I've forgotten, right? If the variable is a property of the object in the class, we must refer to it with this dot. There we go. Oh, but I can't move the plate. Maybe there's a more elegant way for me to handle this at some point, but right now I'm just going to update the plate's location by hard coding its x value equal to the mouse location. All right. So now, what happens if the plate, how do I know? Okay, so now, how do I know if the plate has caught the pie? If the plate catches the pie, console. If the plate catches the pie, console log, yum, delicious pie. This is one of the things I love about object-oriented programming. And I should just take a minute here. If you happen to actually be watching this video and you have no idea what's going on, I'm trying to step through it slowly. But ultimately, what I'm making use of is the fundamentals of programming, the basics, the foundations of programming that really apply to almost any programming language. Yes, we're in JavaScript. Yes, we're using the P5 library. But I've got variables. I've now got a conditional. I have objects. Soon I'm going to add an array. Then I'm going to need a loop. So I'm going to talk you through these things, even if you've never coded before. Maybe you're I'm going to talk you through these things. I hope you're a beginner and you're following. I'm going to talk you through these things. I'm going to continue to talk you I'm going to talk you through these things. Maybe you're a beginner and this is your first time coding. If so, hello and welcome. But I'll also let you know, but I also want to mention that what I'm doing here is synthesizing everything that I have in my Intro to Coding with P5JS playlist. And if you want to go back and kind of learn all these pieces more slowly and step by step, you can take a look at that playlist, which I'll link to in the video's description. I don't know. Okay. But what this means here is that I need a new function inside of the plate class called catches to receive a pie and do something with it. What does it need to do? Well, if it's in a conditional statement, if the plate catches the pie, it needs to return true or false. It needs to return a Boolean value, true or false. So the function should be called catches, and it receives a variable called pie. The function should be called catches, and it receives a variable called pie. Now, I am using the same name as the variable that I have in the main tab. The function is called catches, and it receives a variable. Oh, let's call it as an argument, parameter. I always get that confused. The function is called catches. The arguments are when variables given to the function. Yeah, those are the parameters. Yes, 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 yes. The function is called catches. It has a parameter. I hate saying parameter, though. The function is called catches. It's going to receive a pi. Now, I'm using the same variable name as the pi that's in sketch.js, but those actually don't need to be the same, as we're going to see in a bit. And then I could just say right now, return true. So now look at this. I'm catching pies. I'm always catching pies. The pies are falling. I've got them all. I'm eating them all. It's too much pie. Help. So it would make more sense for me to first test if the pie's location. So it would make more sense for me to first test if the pie's location is down at the bottom of the canvas where the plate is. Pi dot y, I guess we want the pi to be, I'm going to do this in the simplest way possible first. I'm just going to say if pi dot y is greater than or equal to, stop P5, I have to turn auto refresh off. If pi dot y is greater than or equal to the plates, which is this dot y. Then I'm going to return true. Otherwise, I'm going to return false. And now, I just write the code this way because I love seeing the flood of comments on my YouTube video about how I could have written this. I mean, yes, it's one line, it's kind of elegant, but let me just have my piece. Let me write my piece of pie. Let me just have my piece of pie. I want to write it that way for now, please. Now, we're waiting for that pie to fall. Oh, I should really increase its speed. Right? Oh. Let me do it again. All right, that pie is falling really, really slow. I caught the pie. Let's try it again. I caught the pie. So clearly I also need to check if the pie is between the boundaries of the plate. If the pie is at the bottom and pi dot x is greater than the left edge of the plate, that's the plate's position minus half its width. And its right edge, which is its x position plus the width. Let's run it. Okay, I'm going to catch the pie. Oh, what? Oh no. Oh no, it's happened again. Are we putting a counter up? I guess we have to put a counter up. This counts for 2. Oh, this is too much code. Too much code, Mozart. Too many codes. I have caught the pie. Try it again. I have not caught the pie. What's next? We have variables, we have conditionals, we have functions, we have objects, but we don't have arrays or loops. Let's use an array and let's use a loop. So instead of 1 pi, let's make a variable called pies and set it equal to an empty array. An array is a list of things, and I'm going to put a list of pi. An array is a list of things, and I'm going to put many pi objects, many pies. An array is a list of things, and I'm going to just fill it up with pies. I could say the first element of the array, index 0, is a new pi. And my code doesn't have to change other than just referencing the index 0 of the pies array. But what if I want to have more than 1 pi in the array? Pies index 1, the second element of the array, is another pi. Oh, but I only see one. Only 1 pi. This is where a loop comes in. Now I can write a loop, this is called a for loop, where I have a counter I, which goes from 0 up until the length of the pi. No, it's not actually a pi. Up until the length of the array, counting through every single pi. Then instead of referencing index 0, I can reference index I. Now I have 2 pies. And I can test both of them, all of the pies, against the plate. Four of pies is objectively better, more beginner friendly. Oh yeah, no, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Now, this is a little bit silly what I've done by just individually assigning each pi into that list, into that array. What if I want to have 100 of them? Well, I can actually use a loop as well in setup to put a whole bunch of pies in the array. Oh, let's put 314 pies in there. And in fact, even though I can do this by referencing the index I can use a function called push to just push pies into that array without having to worry about the index. This allows me to also use a slightly fancier loop called a for of loop down here. Now instead of counting through the pies, I'm saying for every pi, I want to say the word in. And it's a long story why I can't say the word in, even though I could say the word in, but that's something else in JavaScript. For every pi of the array pies. It's every pi in the array pies. Show it, update it, check if the plate catches it, and if so, console log yum. But I still only see 1 pi. All the pies are being created at the same exact location. So let me give a random location. Anywhere in the width of the canvas. And actually, let me set it up so that it starts above the canvas itself. So it's raining pies. So anywhere between -100 and -20, those are pixels off the canvas. Oh, look at all the delicious pie. I'm catching and eating them all. Thank you, kangaroo. Okay. I really want to start this whole video over, which is insane, because now I kind of have an idea of what I'm doing and what I would want to say at the beginning, but it's fine. I'm not going to do that. Don't worry. Let's go back to 31 pies. And actually, I have a different idea. Why don't I just add a new pie every frame? So I'm actually going to start with 0 pies. But just in draw, I'm going to push one random new pie every time through draw. It's raining pies. Oh, these pies are so delicious. I want to eat them all. Now we have a problem. Oops, let me run that again. I'm just going to do my stop and start thing while I have a minute. Now we have a problem. I'm adding pies. I'm trying to catch them, but I haven't eaten any. I'm just filling up. It's way too many pies. And my animation is starting to slow down. I need to eat some of these pies. I need to remove them. So maybe every time a pie gets to the bottom, I should get rid of it. Now there's many approaches I could take here. One is I could have just actually a fixed amount of pies, and every time one gets to the bottom, I could recycle the pie. Recycling is good. I should probably recycle the pies. But I think it might actually be easier for me to just make new pies. I mean, I want to eat them, so I can't recycle them if I've already eaten them. So I want to say something like, if pi.y is greater than the height of the canvas, eat the pie. Oh, so many things to explain over and over again. So I want to say something like, if pi.y is greater than the height of the canvas, eat the pie. How do I eat the pie? To remove an element from an array, there is a function called splice. But splice requires, to remove an element from an array, there's a function called splice. But splice requires the index to which pi I want to remove from the array. So in this case, I actually need to write a loop that keeps track of the index. And guess what? If I'm removing elements from the array, It's really quite a good thing to loop through the array backwards, because as I take the elements out, I don't want it to mess with, oh, this is so much to get into. Why is there always so much to get into with this stuff? How do I deal with this elegantly in this tutorial? This is like comes up so much. All right. Fine. To remove an element from the array, there's a JavaScript array function called splice. But splice requires me to reference which element, the index to the element. So I need a kind of loop where I'm counting the index values. So I'm back to referencing index I. If the pi at that index is greater than height, eat the pi, or remove index I and only that element, one element. The splice function, if I wanted to, I could say take out I and the 5 elements after it by giving a second argument of 5. Now I believe that the elements of the array are being removed as they get to the bottom. I can't be sure because I'm not doing anything to test. What if I use a console log and look at the length of the pi's array? Lots of pi, lots of pi, lots of pi, lots of pi. Oh yeah, stabilizing. Pi stabilization. We are not getting more than 100 pi's. That's good. 100 pi's is too many pi's. I have done something in a way that's slightly problematic, however. And I've covered this extensively in my videos around objects and arrays and removing objects from arrays. But in this case, if I'm going to be taking elements out of the array, it's important that I go through the array backwards from the end to the start due to the way the array recalibrates itself when things come out of it. So this is pretty much the same result. So this won't look any different to you, but I've done something to protect against skipping values of the array by accident as I'm manipulating the elements themselves. Hi, Shock Noble. Yes, I'm definitely going to do height plus the radius. Okay. Now, what's next? Now I'm realizing something. I also want to remove the pi if the plate catches it. So I probably should include, now I'm realizing something. When the plate catches the pi, I should also remove it from the array. Sorry, I'm thinking here. I'm recording to disk, just always checking. Now I'm realizing something here. When the plate catches the pi, I also want to take it out of the array. It's done. It's not eaten, it's caught. So I'm eating some pies, catching others. It's confusing what's going on here, but regardless, any pies that make it to the bottom, whether they're caught or go past the plate, they need to be removed from the array. So let's take this if statement out from up top. So I'm going to take the if statement from the loop up top and bring it down here to this one. And there we go. I have a for of loop to show and update all the pies. And I have a special loop going through the pies array backwards to check to see if a plate has caught it or if it's reached the bottom without being caught. Yes, I'm aware, Mr. PhD. You're probably thinking, oh, what about consolidating these two Boolean tests? This if the plate catches the pie or if the plate goes off the bottom. And yes, I could do that. But right now, I think I want to do something different in each case, whereas this is just saying goodbye to a pie. And here, I need to remember the whole goal of the game is to catch the digits. Check what digit I was caught and deal with score. But let's also clean up a couple things. One thing you might notice is as the pies get to the bottom, they kind of disappear before they're really gone. So I think in this case it would make sense for me to say if pies index I dot y is greater than height plus, and let me look at the pie object. Oh, I have hard-coded 32. So I have this, I'm going to use d for diameter, or let me say actually r for radius, and make it 16. And this is going to be this dot r. I remembered that this dot times 2. And then, and then in the sketch, I can see if the pie's y position is below the height plus the pie's r. And now it just looks a little bit more elegant as we don't see the pies disappear until they're off the bottom. But what about the pies that are caught? Maybe I should incorporate that as well. If pi dot y is greater than this dot y, how about if pi dot y plus pi dot r? Now you can see how those pies disappear right at the plate, whereas the other ones move past below the canvas itself. Why is this running so slow? Is it the console log? Okay. I don't need this console log anymore. And also, there's a lot of pie. Let me reduce the amount of pies I'm adding by, hold on. I don't need this console log anymore. And also, it's a lot of pie. So let me reduce the number of pies by adding some randomness. I'm only going to add pies randomly, maybe 1 out of every 10 times through draw. So now by picking a random number between 0 and 1, and only if it's less than 0.1, that will be 10% of the time, do I add a new pie to the game. Okay. now what do I want to do? Hear those birds chirping? Eventually, I want to turn these pies into slices of pies, design them a little bit more. But for now, I'm just going to put a digit in the center of the pie. Now, eventually, if these pies each represent a digit of the number pi, I'm going to... Eventually, since I want the pies themselves to represent a digit, to find the right digits of pi, the number pi, not the pie that you eat, or I'm so confused what's what anymore these days. Eventually, since I want these falling pies to represent the digits of pi, and I'm going to design them as slices of pie, and it's going to be beautiful and magical and delicious all at once. Stop. Okay. Pi radius for eating. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm cold. It's getting cold in here. That didn't last when I was like too hot. Eventually, I want these falling pies to represent the digits of pi, and the player has to catch the right digits. So I want to design them with slices and all of that, but for now, let's just put a number in the center of each pie. So every time I make a pie, it'll pick a random digit between 0 and 9. And I can use the text function to draw the digit right there over the circle itself. I don't see the number. There's no number there. Did I not restart the sketch? Oh my goodness. Order of operations is an important thing. I'm drawing the circle after I'm drawing the text. So I drew the text, but then I covered up with the circle. Drew the text, but then I covered up with the circle. Let's fix that. There we go. Now they're all the number 1. Now we have digits falling from the sky. Oh, what happened to my plate? So I wasn't very thoughtful about making sure I set the color of everything I'm drawing. So now I have my plate back. It's still too many digits, because it's going to be very hard to like catch one and then move out of the way. Let's make the plate a little bit smaller. A little less frequent with the digits. I guess a little bit more. Also, I would like these digits to feel like they're falling more. Right now, they're moving at a constant speed down. So if I add an acceleration so that that speed changes over time, that's as if gravity is pulling them down and they're accelerating as they're falling. So if I were to start with a y speed of 0, with a y speed of 0, the pi's don't fall, but if y speed increases over time, well, it probably should increase a little bit faster. Now they feel much more like they're falling. Falling pies. Okay, I'm catching them. I'm catching them. Okay, now I have an idea. Now, I have an idea. I think what I want to be able to do is display the string of digits that I'm catching below the canvas. Even though I'm using dark mode for the web editor, I can change the background color of the canvas area to be white. By altering the CSS. Then I can add a paragraph element to go below the canvas. What should I call it? So you can see it there as the word hello. Let's make that a little bit bigger. So I'm introducing something new here. Everything I've done up until now has been just to manipulate the canvas itself, but the canvas lives on a web page where there could be other things like paragraphs or div, like text and paragraphs and things like that. So I'm using a div, which is a kind of, I'm adding something new here. Up until now, everything that I've done has been manipulating the pixels of this square canvas. But that square canvas, that P5 canvas, lives on a web page where lots of other things can live, like paragraphs and text and images and other things. So I'm using a div, which is a container object for a web page, just to put the word hello there. I'm going to call this digits div. Start it as empty. And then have a variable called digits be a string itself. And every time I catch a piece of pie, no, I'm not catching a piece of pie, I'm catching the whole pie. Every time I catch a pie, I want to add its digit to that string. But I also need to make sure the div always renders, but I also need to make sure the div always is updated with the current value of that digits variable. Okay, let's try this. Here we go. I'm going to catch 1. Oh! Undefined. Pi's index I dot digit. digit. Oh, well, that's a problem. I better do that before I delete the pi from the array. Right? If I'm going to delete the pi from the array, I better update. Oh, I think that's fine. That's enough. Okay, okay, here we go. No! HTML digits. Wait, why didn't that work? Oh, digits P. Oh, it's not digits P, it's digits div. I'm sure the chat has been saying this over and over again. Six, 8, 9, 4, 9. That's not pi. So first of all, let's start it with 3 dot. So we'll make, the idea of the game is I need to find a 1 first. And I need to avoid everything that's not a 1. Oh no. Oh, I couldn't get it. It was too close to that other one. There it is, there. 1. Oh no, ah! Wait, what just happened? Oh, I can't put that there. It needs to go here. After all that. Okay, here we go. 3 point. Give me a 1. There it is. 1. And I need a 4. Give me a 4. Wow, this is hard. Oh, there we go. 1, 4. 1. Oh, God, got to pay attention. All right, so there's some playability issues here. I mean, one thing would be to make a bigger space and then have more digits falling. Is it never going to pick a 5? I mean, what's going on here? I'm waiting for a 5. I've been waiting a really long time for a 5. This is crazy. I'm not going anywhere till a 5 shows up. Oh, there we go. Yes! Okay. Pie in the sky. Can I be done? I should keep going with this, right? All right. So now the question is, so first of all, let's see. I need to time out to blow my nose. I'm trying to think of what to do next. So certainly I want to test whether it's the correct digit or not. So thank you to Eve Anderson. I'm going to download this file with 1 million digits of pi, because clearly you're all going to be playing this to try to get to 1 million. That's what I should do in a live stream on Pi Day, is see if I can play this to 1 million. That's going to take a long time. I'm going to remove the header from the text file. Upload this file. And in the preload function, I'm going to load all of the data from that text file into a variable called pi. Oh. Now, what the load strings function does is it takes that text file and brings it into an array. So each chunk of digits that is on a separate line is a separate element of the array. So a very quick thing that I can do is just set pi equal to itself with the join function and join all of the lines into one big line. And now I have in this variable pi all of what, and now I have in this variable pi 1 million digits of pi. Now I want to create a variable called pi counter. Oops. And the correct digit is the digit inside the and the correct digit is the one at the pi counter index in the 1 million digits. I'm going to put the actual digit that I'm getting from that pi in a separate variable. This way I can say if the correct digit is equal to that digit, well, then console log a pi. Otherwise, if it's wrong, a train. And also, if it is correct, move on to the next digit. And maybe only add it to the string on the bottom if it was correct. So now I'm catching all of these. Oops. Oh, I misspelled correct. So we're seeing train emojis while I'm catching the incorrect digits. But if I could ever find a 1, there it is. Oh. It's not called pi counter? Oh, pi counter without the E, of course. catch these. Okay, train emojis. Now let's look for a 1. Okay, good. And I got a pi. I need more pies. Okay, we're getting somewhere. So I'm so cold. Let me take just a brief break and turn the heater on and think about what I'm going to do next. Because I'm not going to last in here with it this cold. All right. It's funny, if I just leave it here, it'll eventually, like, through randomness, give me all a million digits, but I'm obviously catching a lot of incorrect ones. All right, let's think about, while I'm sort of heating up this room, I don't know why these heaters didn't actually come on. It'll take a minute, I think, to realize that they need to come on. So the things that I need to do next are make them slices and create some kind of like scoring system. And do I want to have easy and hard mode, where easy it shows me the digits and hard it doesn't? I'm just going to let it warm up for a minute in here. You can give me your feedback or thoughts briefly. How is this going? I feel I'm going to come back and I'm going to get my mojo back. Let me just check the chat for a minute. Wow, I've been doing this for 2 hours? Well, I only have another hour before I have to go. This is taking a long time. So I could show the digit you're supposed to be on as like scrolling by. And then you could get, should you only, I guess I can make the game, the simplest version of the game is you just go until you get something wrong. That's what I think I'll do. It seems to be going well. You're all very nice. Thank you. 2001 Hearn, that's a great question. I don't have an answer for you. But you should join the P5 Discord and get involved with the community and ask that question. I feel the warmth already. These heaters are great. Let's check the solar power once. When I turn those heaters on, it draws a lot of power, so I'm curious to check. The sun is out. Yeah, as soon as I turn those on, I'm getting a tremendous amount of solar power, but I'm using just a little bit more. But it's okay, it balances out. Hold on. Correct number increases counter, wrong number decreases by 10. If you get below 0, you lose. That's a good suggestion. So that's what I mean. So ultimately, my hope for something like this is that people would make their own version of the game with more interesting rules. And I think maybe I should just make the simplest version. The question I really have, but adding a score and doing that I definitely could do. The question I have is whether I want to show some type of visual indication of what digit you should be looking for. And I guess I could do that by having across the top, just like I could scroll the digits of pi. Wrong number reveals right number bit by bit. Oh, that's really interesting. I love that idea. 10 fails, you get the right one. Yeah, so that's a great idea. I think that might be a little bit much for me to implement, but that's a really good suggestion to the audience to do. I'm just going to let the warmth come in a little bit more. So I think what I'll do is I will provide an option. Oh, no. Okay. I think I could do this, actually. I think this is a good suggestion. And easy mode would color the pies. I think that I could show the digits in a very light alpha. And every time you get a wrong one, it makes it more brighter. I'm not sure. Let me at least put the digits across the top first, and that'll lead me to decide what I want to do. Oh, it's good. It really warms up fast in here, which is good. So this is my entire list of things to do during today's live stream. Guess which thing I'm on? There's a full page full of stuff. Element number 1, pie in the sky. I should probably thank, where's the activity feed? Why can't I see? I would like to thank people who joined or subscribed. No, whoops. I've already, maybe I can look at that. Where can I look at that? Here, followed. Yeah, why is the activity feed not showing? Oh, 5 days ago. Followed. Can I filter? Followed. Hosts, raids, all bits, booth, followers. So now I can see rehab this, thank you. Skandai D gave out a community sub-gift, 2 sub-gifts, Dr. Javasaurus subscribed. Okay, yeah, so now I can see. Matrix style visualization. What was element number 0? Easy mode would color the pies. Okay. All right. I'm gonna give it 1 more minute to warm up a bit more, and then I'm gonna. If I stand under the heater, I'm putting my hands up to it. I mean, to be honest, the sound isn't that bad. Should probably just leave it on. But okay. I'm impatient. Okay, I'm turning them off. That's enough for me right now. All right, I am recording. Oh, let me make sure I'm recording to disk. WonderLab, hello. WonderLab. Okay. All right. So what did I say I was going to do? Okay. There are so many directions I could take this. Whew. How about some jumping jacks to warm up? Yeah, okay, this is good. This is a good idea. A little energy boost. There are a lot of directions I could take this. Let's try just for right now. There are a lot of directions I could take this, but I would like to add a few more features before I go and just leave it to you to make the most amazing pie-in-the-sky game that ever was created. I'm going to first increase the level of difficulty by, instead of drawing the digit in the pi circle, I'm going to increase the level of difficulty. I'm going to first increase the level of difficulty by, instead of drawing the digit, drawing a certain number of slices of pi. So the most slices there could be would be 9. And I'm going to use the arc function to draw each slice. Let me start by just drawing one slice. The arc function is just like the circle function. The difference is, instead of drawing a full circle, I'm drawing a portion of the circle from a starting angle to an ending angle. And I think because I'm using arc, I can't get away with just giving a radius for a circle. I've got to consider this a full ellipse with both a width and a height, essentially. With both. Okay. And because I'm using the arc function, I don't think I can get away with just the radius like with circle. I've got to consider the horizontal and vertical diameter of what would be a full ellipse. So I made another variable called d to store the diameter. Now I can give the start angle and the end angle. So let's try 0 and pi divided by 2. Let's make it a blueberry pie. And you can see there, each pi now has a quarter of it blue, that sort of bottom, it's like falling Pac. Each pi has a quarter of it blue. It's like falling Pac-Man. Wow, this is going to be hard to see. I'm going to have to work on the visual design of this quite a bit. So now, if the pie were divided into 9 slices, a full pie is 2 pi divided by 9. So that's 1 slice. Stop it. So if I wanted to draw all 9 slices, I would need to start from I times a and go to I plus 1 times a, right? I want to go from 0 to the angle, or the angle to 2 times the angle, or 2 times the angle to 3 times the angle. Wait, no. Yeah. I, 0 to the angle, 1 to 2 times the angle, I to I plus 1. So that's a full blue. So that's a full blueberry pie. Let's add a stroke. And I forget now, the arc function can actually draw the outline of the slice itself. And we can see that on the reference as I can draw it as open, chord, or pie. Of course, I want a pie. So these are my pies with 9 slices. Can you see that? Then I can change this 9 to this dot digit. Oh, P5, why do you keep doing this to me? So now, oh, this is really easy to play. I'm now filling in the correct number of slices based off of the digit. Just to make it more challenging, might be nice to have the pie, just to make it more challenging and less like the same over and over again, I should probably rotate these pies randomly just to give it more variety. No, that's unnecessary. Let me not do that. Oh my God. Did I? No, I'm recording. Yeah, I'm recording. Don't worry, everybody. Let me change the look of the pie a little bit. And maybe it'll be more like a strawberry pie. I'm going to make the stroke weight a little thicker. And I think these pies need to be bigger. There we go. Oh my God. It's totally going to be impossible. What have I done? I think the game made more sense with the actual numbers. Where's one slice? I need one slice. Give me one slice. There's one slice. 1. Is that 4? No, that's 3. Ah, no, wait. Ah, that's 4. 4. Okay. Let's change this to no fill. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Ultimately, once I get to the point where I'm happy with what I have, I can make the space of playing the game much larger, which I think will be increase its playability. Ultimately, right now I'm limiting myself to this 400 by 400 canvas just so I can fit everything in one desktop. But once I'm able to make the game much wider, I think it'll be more playable. I would like to rotate all of the pies. Should I let them spin? No, I shouldn't spin them. It bugs me that the pies always have the slices in the same position, so I think I'm going to just add a little rotation, random rotation to them. Now, rotating a shape, in theory, you might think it's as simple as me saying, call the rotate function with the angle. But this is going to set everything out of whack. Oh my God, craziness, kind of interesting, because everything is rotating around the point of origin in the canvas. So I have a full set of tutorials around how transformations work. But essentially, the quick story is I need to make sure I move the origin of each rotation to the center of the pie itself. That's done with the translate. That's done with the translate function. Then the pi is drawn at 0, 0. And then so that each pi is self-contained with its own rotation, I can add the functions push before I translate rotate and pop after I translate and rotate. Okay, so we have falling pies, each with a number of slices in them, and we need to catch them in the order of the digits of pi. Let's make this game a bit more possible to play by actually displaying the correct digits that you're looking for. You know, maybe we'll have an easy hard mode. Maybe they only show up if you've missed a certain number of digits. There's lots of possibilities there, but I'm just going to put them on the screen right now. So it's running very, very slow because I am attempting to display all 1 million digits. Maybe I'll just take the number of digits that fit in the canvas itself. We'll call this pi show. In pi show, I'll use the substring function just to get out an initial set of digits. Oh, no capital S. Let's make that a little bit bigger. And then after I've caught a digit, I should slide it over. So every time I catch a digit, let's see if I can catch a 1, the digits shift. I don't know, I kind of like that they're covered by the pi. So I kind of want to change the color of the 4 or change them all to get smaller and smaller. Use a fixed width font. Gotta catch a 9. No, help! I can't avoid them. They're too big now. Where's a 9? This game is totally insane. Oh, there's a 9. There we go. Now I need a 2. Oh no, I got a 6. Ah, what's a 6 look like? 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I almost don't want to draw. I wonder what this would look like if I didn't draw this circle at all. Oh yeah, I like the falling pies like this much better. That's more fun. Okay, now the question is, although it looks like I can avoid it if it's like just half of it, but I can't really because like I'm still going to catch it, but it's fine. Yeah, I don't need that many digits, that's for sure. All right, let's move the digits over. All right, this is kind of ridiculous showing so many digits. I'm sure those of you who are designers can think of a better way to display this, but for me, I'm just going to move them over and just show a few. I don't see this. Simon is, that's a really good point. The live chat is telling me, the live chat is making a very good point, which is that you don't see the 0 anymore. So I've got to put the circle back in there. But I could make the circle more subtle and have the slices have a thicker stroke weight. I mean, this is a little bit weird, but yeah, this I kind of like. You know, I should just only display the one you're looking for and the next one. This is so silly. So let's make this 2 digits. Oh, I want to color them differently. So I'm only showing 2 digits. And when I draw them, this is a little silly, but let me draw it twice. And when the second time I draw it, just draw the first character, so the first one is green. And so I know what I'm looking for and what's coming up next. Oops. Okay. So now I need to get a 1. That's a 1. Ah! I need to get a 4. All right, I think I'm good to go. I think basically, change the background pie color to silver and make it look like a pie plate. What's an RGB value for that? Okay, it's definitely a good point. Okay. Okay, so I need to wrap this up. I've been at this for a while. I need to wrap this up. Let's make the game very simple. If you get the correct digit, you keep going. If you get the wrong digit, the game is over. A Boolean variable, game over, is false. Instead of console logging a train if it's the wrong digit, game over is true. And I can say now at the beginning of draw, if game over, background red, fill 255, text align center, center, text game over, go and enjoy some pie. And then return. Get out of draw, don't do the rest of it. So now as soon as I catch the wrong digit, I need to say where the text should be. Game over, and enjoy some pie. All right. I'm being told, wait, breaking news. I'm being told that silver would be a nice color for the plate. Let's try that. Not the plate. The plate's at the bottom. The pie plate. I'm so confused. Give it a little alpha. There we go. So now we see that there's a plate. Design aside, I think we have a somewhat finished version of this game that I could actually play. And do you think I could play all the way to 1,000,000 digits? Let's see. Oops. First, let me give myself quite a bit of a wider space to play the game. And here we go. Ready, everyone? I'm about to play Pie in the Sky, the game that everybody loves to play on Pi Day. Is this going to take over the world? I seriously doubt it. But maybe you, the viewer, will make your own version of it that'll be much more exciting and enticing to play. Here we go. I also have it on cheat mode, basically. Okay, I need a 1. I need a 1. It's going to be really sad if I don't even get past 1. Oh, there's a 1. Okay, 1. Now I need a 4. I probably should lose if a 4 goes by and I don't catch it. But, who's the real loser here? I think it's definitely me. Ah, shoot. I only got 1 digit. That was so sad. So first of all, just to issue a correction in the chat, I do not have a PhD, as is quite clear from my, but I do teach at NYU. They somehow snuck in there. Art school. Trying again. Oh, come on, give me a 1. There it is. Okay, 1. Okay, I need a 4. 4, it's like hard to find the 4. There's a 4. 4. I need a 1 again? 3.141. Yes, it's so confusing. A 1, then a 5. 1. Okay, now I need a 5. That's 4. That's 5. No. Oh, did I get it? No, didn't get the 5. I need a 5. Give me a 5. That's a 5. Oh, but it's too close. It's too close to the other digit. I don't want to risk it. Is that a 5? Ah, no! Shoot. There were too many pies. Hey, come on. I got to at least include in this video a version of it where I make it past the 3rd digit. I can even remember past the 3rd digit. Okay, here we go again. Okay. I'm 1, 4. I need a 4. A 4. Oh my God, there's so much pie. So much pie. It's like avoiding is just as hard as finding the right one to catch. There's a 4. Now I need a 1. 1 is really easy to pick out. I mean, 0 and 9 are the easiest to pick out, but 1 I can really manage. Okay, it's too much pi. I need less. I think it would be actually easier. There we go, 1. Okay, 1. Okay, I need a 5. 5 is so hard. 5 is hard to pick out. Is that a 5? No, that's a 4. That's a 3. A 2. Okay. No. 5. Come on, 5. Where's a 5? It's probably gone by, but I just can't see it. And I need like a clear one that's just, that's a 5. No, that's a 6. That was a 6. Okay. One more time. There's a 1. 1. 4. 4. There's a 1. Can I get it? 1. No. Now I need a 5. I haven't been able to get past the 4. To get the 5. 1, 4, 1, 5. 9 will be so easy if I could get a 5. That's a 4. That's a 3. That's a 5. 5. Now I need a 9. Okay. Need a 9. There's a 9. 9. Oh, I missed it? Oh, you know what? The center, my catcher is pretty small. My plate. It's okay. I'm going to find a 9. There's a 9. Oh, I'm going to get this one. 9. Okay, now I need a 2. Oh, that was a 2. I just missed it. There's a 2. There's a 2. 2. 6. Oh, God. 6? That's a 6. Oh, I missed it. I just like have to. It's so much work to avoid everything. That's not a 6. That was a 5, right? This is a 6, right? 6, yes. 7. Oh, no, that's a 5. I need a 5 again. That's a 5. 5. What do I need now? 3? I need a 3. That's a 3. 3. I need a 5 again? Oh, my God. That's a 5. That's a 5. No, I missed it. Oh. That's a 5. No, that's a 6. That's a 5. That's a 5. 5. 8. 8. 8 is that one. 9. I need a 9. There's a 9. No. Imagine if actually having to do this while knowing the digits of pi without having the thing on the top to show you what it is. Okay. Oh, no. Here's a 9. Here's a 9. 9. Okay. 7. 7. 7. What's 7? 7 is missing 2 slices, so that's a 7. 7. 9 again. Okay, wow, I'm doing really well here. This is my high score. 9. A 3. I need a 3. 3 should be easy for me to find. Oh, there's a 3. Didn't get it. Didn't get it. 3. 2. A 2. I should be able to do a 2. 3 again. Well, once you get the hang of it, oh, no, I'm in deep trouble here. An 8. An 8 is 1 missing. That's an 8. Did I get it? 4. That's a 4. 6. Ah! Okay, ta-da! I did pretty well there. Can you beat my high score? Can you make it all the way up to 1 million digits? Then the game breaks because there's no digit past 1 million in this game. So I hope that you found this. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to make a version of this with a little. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm going to show you a version of it with a little bit nicer design to it, using coding train illustrations. I will also share that with you. I'm trying to think of. Let me. This would be a good way to learn the digits of pi. Yeah. No, the game is not smooth. I don't know why. I think it's choppy for me too. Okay. I should have the game restart, but whatever. All right. Clearly, I'm addicted to this game, and I could keep playing it. There are also countless ways that you can improve the gameplay, the design, and I hope that you take this and make your own version of it. Between now and when this video is released, when you're watching it, I'll make a version with some coding trained character illustrations that'll look a little bit nicer that you can also use to start yours from. But make your own version of the game, play the game, share with me your high score. I don't know. I hope you enjoyed this coding challenge. And this game requires an RTX 390. Oh, whew, I'm so cold that I'm having trouble. I need a warm pie. All right. Clearly, I'm addicted to this game. I could play it forever, but I think I want to just stop now, turn it over to you, the amazing passengers of the coding train, to change the design, change the gameplay, make your own improved version of Pie in the Sky or whatever you want to call it. I hope you enjoyed this coding challenge. Oh, I probably shouldn't commit. I think I should make a nicer looking one. Okay, I'm going to record an ending to this one more time. I'm enjoying the chat. Okay, it's so cold in here. Oh my God, it's 1 o'clock. I'm still on element number 1 of my list. I was like, I have 3 hours to stream. I'm going to get through all this stuff. Clearly not happening. Well, to next time. Okay. Well, that's all I got for you today. Happy Pi Day. I hope you make your own version. Well, that's all I got for you today. Happy Pi Day. I hope that you would. Well, I'm kind of addicted to this game. I don't know whether I'm going to go eat pie, memorize the digits of pi, play this game all day. I hope that you enjoy the day, that maybe you're inspired to make your own game based on the digits of pi. Please share it with me. There's so much you could improve about this. I will try to release a version of the game that I'll show you here. I mean, hopefully I'm going to actually do this, that uses coding trained character illustrations, and you can also take those to make your version if you feel so inclined. Can I please just come up with an ending to this video? I don't know what the temperature is in here. Well, that's all I've got for you today. I'm kind of addicted to this game, but I think I need to take a break. I'm really hungry for lunch. Maybe I'll have pie. So happy Pi Day to you. I hope you enjoyed this coding challenge. I hope that you are inspired to make your own pie-themed game, whatever that might be. I will make a version of this with coding trained character illustrations that you can play and you can base your code on. Please share it with me to celebrate the day. There's a link in the video's description to the Coding Train website where you can submit your version of your own pie game. Have a wonderful Pi Day, everybody. Okay, I'm done. We made a thing. I don't know. I give myself a C+ for this session. I'm going to turn the heaters on because I don't want to forget. I'm also turning the boiler on. This is going, by the next time I'm here streaming, this old 1970s boiler will be gone. Say goodbye to it. I'm going all electric, all solar, all electric in here. Whoops. So I'm trying to decide. I mean, I think I have to go. So what I'll use the rest of this time for, not the rest of the full 25 minutes. I have a meeting at 1:30, so I got to wrap up and you have time to turn stuff off. But if people have any questions or thoughts or comments, please feel free to let me know in the chat. Let me at least, I'm going to move over to here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste a link to this in the Twitch chat. Oh, I feel the heat coming in. Thank goodness. So here you go, everybody. I just pasted a link to this particular sketch in the chat. I am also going to paste a link to, oh wait, no, I think I can do this now because thank you to me, I am so me. There's the Coding Train Discord, which is also posted in the chat. Let me see if there are any questions that anybody wants to ask before I go. Boy, the lighting in here is really emphasizing the gray in my hair, I'm noticing. It's quite bright today. But anyway, it's going to be different once I reset this room up. Whew. Hopefully we can turn this into a video that could be released by March 14th. Just taking a peek at the chat. Let me look at my list. All right, so the survey, the wheel. Let's see if I can let me capture what's on the wheel right now briefly. I know you can't see my screen. I will bring that back up in a second. So hold on, so this is what's currently on the wheel. I think I should invent a new wheel. Let me just take a screen grab of it. So I have that. The things that I want to add, what will happen if I do this? Yeah. Falling sand. I need to keep this in like a spreadsheet or something. Well, so many have I done already. All right, this is my list. The things that I wanted to add were Towers of Hanoi. What's that bridge that I want to try? Königsberg bridge problem. Thought this would be a good topic. Oh yes, array marching, SDF, rendering. So these are now things that I'm adding to this list. And I have done the Ulam spiral. I have done, the n-body problem is done. It's in part of the nature of code videos. That still has to be finished being edited. The Mandelbulb is done. Yeah, GitHub gist is a good idea. So let me do that just for now. This can be public. All right, so this is what I've got currently. So I just wanted to have that somewhere so I could look at it. The thing that I'm really hoping to do, I don't know if I've mentioned this. I mean, I tweeted about this. I have an old Apple II Plus computer. And I kind of wanted to completely change the coding terrain over to just Apple II Plus Basic, Apple Basic. So I'm hoping to get that set up and make videos of a whole coding series around programming in Basic on an old Apple II Plus. I thought I should wear some 80s clothes and play some 80s music. It'll be a whole thing. It'll probably never happen, but that's my hope. That's my dream. Sokoban idea. So what is Sokoban again? I liked this idea. I just forgot. Oh, right. This, by the way, so Simon, this is a great idea. Somehow I doubt this is as simple as we think it is, but it would be really fun to make. So let me definitely add that. Oops, no. How do I edit this? Oh, warmth. Okay, I'm adding Sokoban. That definitely sounds fun. Yeah, nobody actually complains about the heater. It's me. I really should just leave it. When it's this cold, I need to just leave it on. But recently it hasn't been so cold, so I really get by with it off. But today I think I overestimated. Have I done Tetris? No. I'm kind of afraid. The thing about Tetris is that maybe I need to allow myself to have some coding challenges that are really long. I used to do them in multiple parts. I think I want to get away from doing that. I don't think that really has a lot of value to it. I could put Tetris on here. I should put Tetris on here. I'm putting Tetris on. Tetris is going on. Yeah, Sudoku solver. I feel like that. So that, like Tetris was borderline. Sudoku and a Sudoku solver. Is that really something I could do in like a, I mean, my ideal thing for these videos are things that can be, or demonstrations that can be within 20 to 30 minutes. Something like a Sudoku solver feels like it needs to be a long stream or multi-part video series. Maybe just making a Sudoku game, right? Is there a way to generate Sudoku boards fairly easily? And then a solver could be like a second video. All right, let's put in something with Sudoku. Sudoku, is that how you spell it? Wordle. Sudoku, right. Sudoku, okay. Sudoku's going on. Frogger, right, I have Frogger. Wordle solver. Flappy Bird, I have so many videos about Flappy Bird. In fact, I have a whole AI solving Flappy Bird, like AI playing Flappy Bird video. So Unicorn Coder, please enjoy. Flappy Bird, I think I've done this like 3 or 4 times. Let's see what shows up. Coding Challenge Flappy Bird, Neuroevolution Flappy Bird. I feel like I did it a bunch of times. Because I did it with TensorFlow.js, then with ML5. I can't remember, but anyway, regardless, I have that already. Unique solvable Sudoku must have at least 17 numbers. Angry Birds I have. Angry Birds I have. I did it with Matter.js. So Angry Birds I have. That's Coding Challenge 138. It's really interesting. I don't think these are time codes that I added. I think these are coming through the, coming from, the captions or whatever AI systems that YouTube is using. Hi, Dan. Did you find a good Pi Day idea? Oh, Anariston, do I have news for you? I posted it, but yes. You're at the end of the stream. I've already made my Pi Day game, which is to catch the digits of pi as represented by these falling pies from the sky. So now I need to find one with 4 slices, and I could just go forever until I catch the wrong one, and then the game's over. So please enjoy this game. Have fun. Yeah, pie in the sky. All right, is it 1:15? Okay, I think I've got to go. I'm going to put on, I haven't done this for a while. I have this goodbye music that plays for 2.5 minutes. So there won't be a live stream for at least, well, there definitely won't be one next week. There could be one 2 weeks from today. That's the earliest. Most likely the next live stream, I won't have the studio set up. So the next live stream will be, maybe I could get it set up in one day. But I'm going to be out of town, and I'm renovating this part of the garage to try to make this a more usable space. So it'll be a few weeks. But if for some reason you're only here because of Twitch, go over to the Coding Train on YouTube, Mandelbulb video, Nature of Code video, Pi Day video. There are 3 videos that are being put together that will be released. Let me also, I keep mentioning the website, so just to be clear about this, whenever a video goes up on the Coding Train YouTube channel, a page goes up on the website that you can go to, and it's not the easiest and most friendliest system, but there is a way for you to add the version that you make. So I know, is Zane, Unicorn Coder and Zane, are you the same person? I was kind of like in my head matching you up, but I'm not sure if that's correct. So you can see some of the people maybe watching the stream have submitted their own versions here. I like to go through them on live streams, but clearly I never get to the things on my list, so that'll happen eventually. Oh, Coding Garden is live. Yes, we could do a raid. Okay, this is very exciting. Okay, so we're going to do a raid, everybody. Thank you for letting me know that. I'm going to go to here. So I'm opening up my admin panel. I'm going to video producer, stream manager. Thank you everybody for joining. I'm going to do the raid. I'm going to click raid. And then click Coding Garden. Wow, Coding Garden is quite the popular Twitch channel. We're a little small group of people, but we're gonna go into the Coding Garden, and I'm gonna hit start raid. Okay. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for joining.
As always,
I'm going to play the This Dot song as I take you out and send you all over to the Coding Garden. Wonderful Twitch channel. Say hello to CJ. Remember, the Coding Train, we are the most polite and friendly raiders of any Twitch channel. That's my goal. So please represent the Coding Train well. Be polite, be friendly, say hello, say choo-choo to the Coding Garden. I'm going to hit this button, and here we go. Oh, I think I didn't do it yet. There we go.
Putting them up like that. So let's just refresh the page. I think, yeah, I'll just refresh the page. But what we're doing right now is we're trying to find a winner. So at this point in the chat, you can do exclamation mark pin followed by 2 numbers. And I need to fix that, but my alerts go off twice. But 2 numbers. You want it's basically a percentage X and a percentage Y. And Coding Train has had a Twitch channel for a while. Yeah, so we're doing JavaScript. This is, right now we're actually doing it in React. So yeah, you can pin anywhere on the screen a value between 0 and 100, and that's a percentage of the screen height and width. What we're doing now is determining, you're on his leg, we're determining the one that's closest to where it actually should be. And actually, now that I think about it, we're gonna have to do some more maths, because right now I'm calculating the distance to the top left corner, and we don't want that. We want the distance to right there, to where his tail goes. So that's what we're doing. So right now